Hi everyone, I'm Maria Messer and I'm here presenting you with the definitions of second week. Professor Castleberry asked us to find the definitions of these phrases, words, what have you. My first one is fake news. According to dictionary.com, fake news is defined as false news stories, often of a sensational nature, created to be widely shared or distributed for the purpose of generating revenue or promoting, discrediting a public figure, political movement, company, etc. We've seen a lot of that lately, haven't we? The example that I've actually found for this is actually an interesting story. It's a story about a radio broadcaster named Orson Welles. In 1938, he all of a sudden came on the radio and decided to broadcast that aliens had invaded New Jersey. Well, this fake news caused a panic, of course, and caused people to run out of their houses and try to get away from New Jersey as quickly as possible before the aliens came and sucked their brains out. The second word of the day is alternative facts. And according to dictionary.com, alternative facts means to have been called many things: falsehoods, untruths, delusions. A fact is something that actually exists and would call it reality or truth. An alternative is one of the choices of set given options. Typically the options are opposite of each other. So to talk about alternative facts is to talk about the opposite of reality, which is delusion, or the opposite of truth, which is untruth. The example I found of this is an article about lobotomy. Back in the day, lobotomy was used for releasing evil spirits and to curing obsessive behavior, schizophrenia, and depression. And they did this by drilling a couple of holes in your head using tools and kind of cutting a neurological nerve from the frontal lobe. Sounds pretty bad. Yeah, nowadays they really don't, from what I've learned, they really don't use lobotomies. It's very rare. But this disinformation made everybody think that it was a quite normal thing to do. I'm sorry, that was alternative facts. Disinformation, well, it is a type of disinformation. Disinformation, according to Merriam-Webster.com, means false information deliberately and often covertly spread as by planting of rumors in order to influence public opinion or obscure truth. That is another thing we've experienced a lot of this year. One of the examples that I have found under this phrase is actually pretty interesting. A man by the name of Joseph, I'm going to mispronounce this, Goebbels, I'm not trying to be funny, he was a minister of propaganda back in the days of Hitler, and he actually made newspapers and articles for the people to read that portrayed the Nazi regime as a nice thing. Of course, they weren't. But this caused the people to support Hitler and his movement and his causes. And basically lying to the people just to get their support and get everybody on the same side as their regime. So those are my definitions and examples. I'm sorry if I had any mix-up or I chopped up his name, anybody's information. I've shared a link to the information that I found. Read up I suggest you guys read up on these things because they're actually pretty interesting, especially the Orson Welles one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks a lot, guys.